Hey everyone, and welcome back to another Golden Age Stories stream. We are...
Hello.
Oh hey! We are doing a Madison Under Siege Mage the Ascension Technogate stream today from 7 to 10 o'clock. We have Ricky and Mike that are going to be playing today. Unfortunately, one of our normal players got called into work early, so... But it's a pretty simple episodic game that we're going to be doing today, so... How's it going, Ricky?
Good. Sorry I'm a little late here.
No problem. Mike was still getting set up anyways, so...
So just the two of us tonight.
Yeah, so I'm gonna have to play a little bit more. Well, maybe I should have somebody go with you, and I play a character. I'll think about that. Let's see what Mike thinks. But yeah, today's gonna be pretty simple episode. As soon as Mike gets here, I'll kind of go over the email that you guys get at 6 a.m. in the morning. Man, I wonder what Technogate's outage chat looks like.
I actually saw someone in the wild, a conspiracy theorist, reference Technogate as an actual thing.
What? Really? Are we all...
He said that the entire presidential debate was actually a deepfake and both Biden and Trump are already dead. And that we're being misled by the Technogate and blah blah blah.
Wow. Making the news already, man. That's how it's done.
I think he called it Technogate and referenced the technocracy. I'll have to find it again.
Oh my god. Yeah, I mean, well, there is, like... I mean,
Watergate, Technogate, you know.
Yeah, it's a... and technocracy is a real word. And,
yeah, well, yeah.
White Wolf did a great job of playing off of a bunch of shit, so that whenever I watch the news or hear people like talking about different shit, like even just the word paradigm, like every time I hear somebody say the word paradigm now, it pings me like, are you a mage? You changed your paradigm. I had a paradigm shift, like, But, I mean, it's just because basically White Wolf just went and took a bunch of stuff from, like, all the different stories of, different stuff here and there, and meshed it all together. I mean, Mage is filled with conspiracy theory stuff, like...
Oh yeah, I believe it.
I mean, you think Google's monitoring you? Go to the world of darkness, man. Google is just the tip of the iceberg. Like... There's probably not a completely malice, crazy thing going on behind the scenes in the real world, but in the world of darkness, there fucking absolutely is. Like, this information gathering is absolutely being used in malicious manners, for sure. So yeah, Mike should be back on here any minute now.
Actually, can you guys hear me?
Yep, I can hear you.
How are the levels?
You're a little quiet. I can probably raise up your volume though. So let me...
Yeah, your level was pretty good for me.
Alright.
A little echoey, but...
Yeah, I decided to game out in my back room tonight.
So we get to hear your puppy dog.
That's the neighbor's dog.
Alright, so we are starting off one of the random days in October in Madison, year 1996. 8, and you guys wake up to an email notification. Basis of it is that there is a investigation that's going on into the Overture Center, actually. There's been some heightened spiritual activity there, or well, I guess they would say a little bit about spiritual activity, but mainly they're talking about reality breaches, and they're basically talking about how the gauntlet is thinning and how the Umbra there's interactions with the Umbras that's happening there. So they need a team to go and investigate. The step one that they want you to do is to go physically to the Overture Center on Earth and check it out there, do a sweep, and see what kind of information you can gather from the real world, and then take the Technogate into the fifth dimension, or the nearby Umbra, and the nearby and then go and investigate there if need be, if the information that comes back from the physical investigation warrants a trip into the Umbra. So a basic surveillance investigation mission as to why is the gauntlet around the Overture Center starting to weaken.
All right.
Sounds like fun.
So is there anything you want to do before your 8 a.m. Briefing?
Not that I can think of.
Yeah,
Another
read
day
the
at
email?
work.
Phaedra is currently away on a different personal investigation of her own, and has requested leave for this time. So that she won't be showing up. I'm sorry. What was that, Mike? Tycho?
I read the email.
You read the email.
Yeah.
Sweet. All right. So you guys then show up to the briefing at 8 a.m. And you guys meet up with the General Dick Cohagen. And he basically just kind of goes over the same thing that's in the email. He also he's like, well, congratulations on your successful mission last time, and think we found something else that you'll be able to show your merits and strengths of being able to do a simple scan mission here. Do you have any questions for me?
Is it a normal procedure to send Technogate teams to do local stuff like this?
Well, when it deals with the Umbra, absolutely.
I suppose.
Especially since we're the local conclave.
Sir,
construct.
are we equipped for this with Phaedra on leave?
It's simple investigation. We don't foresee any major issues. There's no, we're not detecting anything that's dangerous. We have basically put up a cover that there is a pest fumigation that's happening, so you guys will have free clearance of the building without public interference. And if things do get dangerous, we do have a team on standby for you to come and assist with any combat should it be needed, although we don't believe that it will be required. So we just have a combat team on standby here, but they don't need to physically come with you. we don't expect them to be needed. But he does hand you guys an emergency button similar to the hit mark button that you had before and never used. So.
Well, now I'm wondering if those will even work.
That's true too.
But
There's
I guess
always
I
an
feel
air of,
slightly better.
Hey, they didn't fuck you over last mission, so.
True.
Although they didn't have really any interaction with you. Well, they kind of did. They totally took over your peace negotiations, but that was more of the technocracy as a whole was going to war on Mars, so no time for peace.
So since the building is quote unquote under fumigation, does that mean we'll be wearing disguises?
You definitely could go in with disguises. I kind of leave that up to my field agents to ensure that the integrity of the situation. So, think of something that would fit. But there shouldn't be any public really involved. So the most you would have to do is get in, which there's multiple ways to get in without even having a disguise. I would think.
Okay.
I mean, we do. You could requisition a van, a fumigation van. We do have one here, and then just go in to the parking garage area with that.
Yeah, we'll probably do that. Get some standard jumpsuits for.
Yeah, I suppose we might as well look like workers. I'll stick out a little bit in my suit, huh?
Yeah. Oh, we can just wear the jumpsuits over our normal stuff and then take them off once we're inside the. I assume there's a tent.
Well, I mean, you know what the Overture Center looks like, so it just is. They're just locking all the doors and then covering up all of the glass inlooks. So it looks like there's a tent on the kind of like a tent on the inside. Yeah.
Okay.
But yeah, everything's all hidden from the public.
What's the nature of the disturbance?
Well, we don't know exactly, other than that the Umbra that the fifth dimension seems to be bleeding into our reality for some reason, and we're not sure why. We don't have any reports of, say, Banes or any kind of other reality deviants being spotted coming through, as far as we understand, but there might be some of that, especially the longer that it stays open. And I mean, you'll be our base investigation team at this time. We learned about this, basically at about 4 o'clock or so. We started getting anomalous readings from our sensors here, and we sent a base team to kind of go in and get the cover set up, and we just don't have any active field agents on the floor at this time. You'll be those active field agents that can truly understand the nature of such dimensional disturbances. You're expected also to leave immediately after the briefing.
Well, it's gonna be weird not having to watch out for Phaedra trying to grab people's DNA all the time. But I think we can handle ourselves.
All right. If that's all, then you are dismissed. So you guys are in Technogate Command right now. You guys can go requisition some stuff if you want. Tycho is having some mic troubles.
Check, check, check.
Yep, I can hear you now.
Okay, just had to replug in one of my cables. All right, I was hoping to requisition some equipment.
Okay. So you go to the requisition department. The lady there greets you. How can I help you?
Yes, I was just hoping for a standard T9000 Umbral scanner.
Okay. She takes a look at your mission report and checks off that you meet all the base requirements for need of this requisition and hands you a scanner.
All right, I take the scanner.
Well, I guess she doesn't hand you the scanner. She says that it'll be delivered to your, to your quarters or whatever once it's been found. And actually, they would have these scanners on hand probably.
Yeah, it's a standard T9000.
Yeah, standard T9000. It's like, what happened to yours? No. Don't you have?
Do you think they would let me have a T9000 on hand all the time?
Anyways, what are you looking to do with this thing?
I'm just hoping for like a lower difficulty on dimensional science scanning rules.
I would say that you would be able to use, your because you have special science, don't you, or like advanced technology or something like that you use.
Yeah, I'm thinking that this would be a device that has its own power rating.
Yeah, I mean, if you were looking for something that's a device that's not using your abilities, that just has like a level 1 scanning ability, yeah, you can have has dimensional science level 1, Arete rating of 3.
Yeah, that's exactly what I was thinking.
Yep. Any other scanning devices that you guys want? Do remember you have a giant hole. You do not have Prime, which I highly suggest somebody buy 1 dot in at some point.
Can I do that right now?
Yeah, I will allow that. You've been dealing with Prime stuff enough to automatically get that for the expenditure of experience points, and I put it into the Discord. All the experience stuff.
Yeah.
You should be able to.
Is it 10 for the first
10.
dot?
I think it's 10 for the first dot.
Okay, I'm just going to mark it off then. 10 experience off. I have Prime. 10 experience off. I have expanded my abilities.
Ooh, something seems different about you.
I am one with the universe. I can see the power flows.
Congratulations.
I mean, shit, we have been to the abyss.
Right.
To wherever that one guy was, and to a bunch of other places. I think it's justified.
Yeah, I think you're fine. Not gonna argue with that one. Now, if you're like, can I have like 2 dots in it? That I would say no. You gotta get your first dot first.
2 dots in one sphere at the same time. What are you, crazy?
Yeah, I know. Nuts.
Now, if I tried to argue, like, I want to also buy the first dot in life and mind, that would also be problematic.
Not as much. Not for because of how much you've been saving up, you're kind of able to draw from your back, how far back, to a certain degree. I'd probably allow multiple spheres to be bought and skills to be bought at the same time, depending on what they were for you guys, but just not multiple levels in the same one.
Yeah.
yeah, in any case, there that covers up one of your biggest giant super holes of like understanding the Mystic universe, um, and that'll help you out a lot. So you don't need to commission anything for that. Anything else that you want to do?
I think I'm good.
You can requisition a van.
I thought that was already done, but yeah.
Nope, that's up to you guys.
Yeah, I don't feel like
Okay.
walking.
So, and a van, please.
Yep, she could see the keys to a fake
Oh.
company, insectoid or insecticide, pesticide van.
Oop, I'll be AFK for 30 seconds. I'm sorry.
I assume the van has the jumpsuits inside for the
Yeah.
fake company.
Yep.
I hate it when I have to requisition the jumpsuits and the van. If I'm getting the van, it
Well-
should be assumed that I need the jumpsuits too,
Right.
which obviously
The point is that
they get.
it's up to you if you wanted to use the van way of getting in. There's multiple different, it doesn't, it might not really matter. It might really matter. It might be really important. You have no idea, but there's multiple different ways that you can get into this place. Doesn't seem that important though. So you guys jump into the van, drive down over to the Overture Center.
That is what we do.
Yeah.
So you've got a little description here. The Overture Center is a mostly squarish building, but it's got a lot of glass windows basically from top to bottom on the State Street side, and this crazy contraption in the top right, cage-like area, and it's on the State Street of Madison. And this is actually at nighttime. I thought that it was at daytime. Dang it. Anyways, so the people that are watching, you can see here, and for people that are just listening, it's mainly a what 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, about 9 stories tall. Fairly large building near the center of Madison, otherwise known as it's the Art Overture Center, and it's a art theater type theatrical things that happen there. Does anybody know anything more about the Overture Center? I'm not very spiced up on the knowledge of it.
There's like a public art display area, and then there's a bunch of theaters inside of various size. The biggest one is Overture Hall, which is 2,251 seats. So like lots of touring things. Like I think Overture Center is where they did whatchamacallit? Hamilton.
Yeah. Yep. So
a lot of like traveling Broadway shows do there.
yeah, it's a beautiful place. So you guys arrive. It's all cornered off, and all the doors are sealed, and all the windows are boarded, or papered up, basically, or tented up. And people are just going about their business on State Street and really not paying you guys any mind, and you guys can get into the parking lot area without any problems.
Well, I'm going to park next to the loading dock area.
Okay.
I assume they gave us keys?
Yep.
Okay, yeah. So I just I parked the van in the loading dock, and I used the keys to get in.
All right, so you guys
right
enter on in, and all the lights are kind of like set on minimum and stuff like that, so it's not super bright at all inside of here. It's kind of got like a spooky kind of feeling to it. Do you want to turn up all the lights or keep the spooky feeling? Can the lights be turned up? Ooh.
I'm gonna go with spooky.
I don't see the reason to flip all the lights on.
Yeah, I assume we have personal illumination devices, flashlights.
Oh yes. Yeah, you can have those.
Should I roll hypertech for that?
Hypertech. Yes. Oh, that's what it was. Hypertech. But yeah. So, let's have you guys. What are you guys doing first of all? How are you guys checking out the?
I think the first thing we would probably want to do is just kind of a general sweep, right?
Yeah, that's what I was thinking. Just turn on the scanner and start scanning.
Kind of grid pattern all the way up from bottom to top.
Yeah.
All right.
What is the
Splitting up
T9000? Let's not split up.
Okay.
What does the T9000 look like? Is it like on a cart or
it's a
or
big
handheld?
it's a handheld, but it's like one of those like double handheld, like probably about the size of a a little bit smaller than a basketball. Fit for your hand basically. And not round, but kind of squarish.
It's like
Yeah.
an extra large
Rectangle.
switch.
Yeah, big giant switch basically with like, gadget or dials and there'd be like a calculator, like a number pad, and then there is a keyboard like at the bottom. It's got like a little screen that shows like a camera of what you're seeing, but it kind of scans it in in the umbral sense. It allows you to kind of see into the umbra as well through the camera, or you can just do like a general scan of the barrier itself.
All right. Well, I'll set it to scan the barrier because that's what it sounds like is happening. Like the barrier is thin.
Yep.
In certain areas. So
Let's start looking for holes.
Yeah. Turn the dials and start scanning.
All right. So do a Arete roll, difficulty of 4, and you get 3 Arete for the scanner, or you can use your own powers if you want as well.
Let's see.
So which one of you does not have dimensional science? If either one of you does not have dimensional science.
I have 2 in dimensional science.
What is dimensional science?
Spirit.
Spirit. I have none in spirit. That is all you.
So then you're going to want to probably give him the scanner, because you can do everything the scanner can do, but better.
So the scanner is all mine.
The scanner can do a little bit of what you can do, and do it better. It's got an Arete of 3, you have an Arete of 2.
Yeah.
But you have
so
level 2.
I hand the scanner to Robert, and I'm like, here, you use this. I can use my tricorder, and because I just know more about this.
Yeah, whatever can help me with this stuff.
Yeah. Can we do rolls to lower the difficulty?
Yep. If you want to do ability and actually, it is a lot of the difficulty for this is actually not the original way. I forgot about that. Spirit is usually the gauntlet. And then it's the opposite. So it's more difficult the thinner the gauntlet is for you. The harder the gauntlet, the better it is for you.
Like, that's only in the context of trying to like get through it though.
Right. So scanning itself, but like seeing through it and stuff like that. Yes. Um, so, but yeah, the general scan that would be. I'll have to double check that, but I'm not gonna look it up right now. But anyways, so go ahead and do a. You can use your hypertech plus intelligence, or well, hypertech plus perception, in order to lower the difficulty. For the
Perception.
device, you cannot though. You just have to activate the device and use its Arete difficulty
Okay.
of 4.
All right, so I will do perception, hypertech. Oh boy.
Alright. Yeah.
Wow.
So difficulty will be 3 for quite a few failures.
Two successes.
Okay. So go ahead and roll, Robert.
And that was Arte?
Just throw 3 10-sided dice, basically.
Okay.
Well, you can do Arate and then do a DP mod to add dice.
Oh.
That's fine. So you got 2 successes.
All right, what do we see?
So the first thing that you're kind of getting back from your initial scans is that not everywhere is the Umbra or the Gauntlet weak. It is definitely just in specific areas. So one of the areas that you kind of find is in this corridor here. As you're kind of scanning this corridor, you can kind of see that there is like a rip inside of the reality itself, and it definitely looks like it's slowly healing back up, but it looks like something came through and breached the barrier in this area here. It doesn't look like a huge big rip or anything like that, but it does seem like there was a rip of something that came through, but it's not necessarily like a big giant spear. It just looks like a pretty small rip, and I would say about human-sized rip, basically, that you're seeing.
Well, it looks like an alien came through right here.
We should definitely be on guard then. Hopefully they're not still sticking around.
I disagree. I hope they're still in the building.
That's a good point.
Although, I was running around with those werewolves for so long, and maybe it's just,
You just want to meet some cool new friends.
I'm not super clear on exactly what it was. They called it stepping sideways, which didn't create rips like this, though.
You can also see a trail of it leading where this creature went after coming through the rip in space-time. It takes you to out of this area.
Yeah, so there's like a trail of umbral energy.
Yep.
Okay, well, let's follow it.
Yeah, I suppose we have to.
I turn off the safety on my gun.
All right, make another scan roll again. Difficulty 4 for Robert, 3 for Tycho. Okay.
Ooh.
And so...
Glad we got that 29,000.
Yeah.
Yeah. So you're able to pretty well track it down. It seems like it's leading down, and you can see that not only is it where it's going, the gauntlet is getting thinner and thinner and thinner in the areas that you're heading to, and you're coming to an area that's extremely thin in the gauntlet, and it seems to be like this is the epicenter of what the hell is going on. All that you ran into before was more of a side effect of what was happening down here. Um, and you get to this like hall, like or this theater area, um, and you can see a man. There's a man and a woman sitting, or not sit, or like kind of like over in a corner. Um, Looks like they're kind of making out, but it's just it's kind of hard to see from this area. They're from this far away.
Are we on the same level as them?
You guys are kind of from the vantage point that we have here. You guys kind of came out. The way that you kind of got into here was you're kind of standing on the stage, looking out over here, and they're on the bottom row here, or the bottom, the lower level, and they're over in the corner, far left corner.
Over here?
Yep.
Man. I quietly look over at Tycho and ask if we should kind of try to
Oh, and the
sneak
spiritual
up.
energy goes over to them.
Okay. Can we... have we been seen, or does it seem like they're paying attention to us?
Does not seem like they're paying attention to you.
I turn off my flashlight.
Oh, yeah, me too. I would like to scan them directly.
Okay. Make a Arte roll, difficulty of 4.
Okay. And this is going to be on not just spirit, but also, let's go prime and entropy as well.
Okay.
Nice.
All right. So, it's definitely so one of them has no spiritual, normal prime, or actually a faded amount of prime. They're like quiescence. The human body normally has some, but there definitely seems to be a fading and a leaching into the other thing. They're not making out, probably, because one thing is some kind of weirdish entropic creature, and not really a person, and the other is a person, but you didn't use life, so I can't tell you anything about them really. Other than it seems like their quiescence is getting leached from them.
That can't be good.
Robert, one of them is definitely the thing that came through, and the other seems to be just a regular human, but I can't really tell. Do you have any scanning abilities for humans?
Yeah, I've got my my medical tricoder.
Yes.
Yeah, I use
Perhaps
my...
if we could identify what it is they're doing.
Yeah, typically it's for, vitals and that kind of thing, but I think if I tweak a little something here, I might be able to get a better idea of what's going on over there.
All right, just a Arte roll, difficulty 4.
This should go well. These have gone well historically. Hey.
All right, so you have a success, so you can kind of get that. Both of them are dead. One seems to be a little bit more animated
Tycho?
than the other one, but
I
and you can kind of see now, like if you look really hard, like she's pretty limp.
I don't know how to explain this 100%, but if this is right, both of them are dead. Does that make any sense to you?
maybe they're.
Actually, let me. Sorry, I
Well,
wouldn't say both of them are dead. The other one is still like the guy is still alive, but it's different. Like you don't have the other spheres in order. Do you have entropy?
That recorder specifically, or that thing specifically, is life matter entropy.
Oh, life matter entropy. Then you are getting. So it is alive-ish, but it definitely has a bunch of weird entropy, and I mean like it shouldn't be alive. It like the whatever happened to it. You don't have spirit, so you can't. But you're kind of able to pick up, or Tycho can kind of fill in a little bit of this too. Is from his readings is that there seems to be, from what you're kind of gathering here, is probably a spirit that went into a person and is now fully corrupted and ruined that person. They're alive technically, but if that spirit was ever removed, like the consciousness, the person that was there before doesn't exist anymore and would just be a vegetable basically.
yeah. Can we just visually I don't know if I have. Maybe just use correspondence to like get a closer look to what they're doing.
Sure, you have correspondence too.
Just one.
Yeah, 2 is really going to be more of the far sight and stuff like that. Like you can do measurements and see holes in space-time continuum, but you're not able to scry on things until level 2.
Yeah. Hey, Robert. Does that T9000 have a zoom function on the camera?
I guess you could have a zoom. I would allow level 2 or level 1 to do a zoom function. Like, yeah, you could have glasses and stuff like that that allow you to see like binoculars type style stuff. Is all that would be level 1, I would say. But you wouldn't be able to go outside of your original sight. So it's hard to see them, but you could get a close up, of them for sure. With probably just your glasses do that automatically.
Okay. Can I see what they're doing? Because you said it
Sure.
looks like they're making out, but they're not.
So he's ripping her face off. And just eating it.
Okay, which one of them was the one that came through the portal?
The guy.
Okay.
Well, the guy is the one who got inhabited by a spirit that came through.
Oh, yes. I would know that, wouldn't I?
Yep.
Okay.
So you see he's he doesn't quite have the tentacle things coming out of his back. Or actually the way that he was pointed in a direction and you couldn't really see until, you got to zoom up here. But yeah, so he does have those things, but he's got like, chunks of flesh and stuff coming out of his mouth, and he's got claws for hands, and fucked up forehead and red glowing eyes.
Yeah. And now the woman is just completely dead?
Yeah, like her face has been ripped off basically. She has no lower jaw anymore.
Wow.
Well, that's too bad. So, so Robert, I think, do you want to take care of this, just like the two of us, or should we just call in the combat team? Because
lucky.
I think maybe just the combat team on this one.
Yeah, I think that's a smart idea. I have no idea what we're dealing with.
Oh, well, based on the information that we've gathered so far, it looks like that guy was just inhabited by one of the aliens from the other side. He's utterly corrupted at this point. He needs to be destroyed.
Then yes, definitely.
He looks up at you guys and finally is able to get a big enough success rate here in order to see you guys, and jumps, throws her down to the ground and jumps at you guys. Roll initiative.
Press the button. Oh, remind me what initiative is in this.
Let's see, it's a D10 plus how many dots you have in wits, plus how many dots you have in dex, if I'm correct.
Yep, so it's just a straight up number. You just do straight up math, so you just roll 1d10 no matter what, and then you add your wits plus dex.
I got a 14.
I'm at a 7.
Tycho
I rolled a
7.
1.
Robert is a 14. And I am a... we're going to go with 6, so 11.
So as we're having the conversation about whether or not to press the button, he just jumps at us. So just to be clear, I would like Robert to have the button.
I am going to, out of game, let you know that you can... You'll be able to use that one time during this whole session, basically. It's a one-time thing. Be careful about just jumping the gun on using it. To also let you know this guy is not that scary. Like, he looks scary, but he's really far away from you guys and you have guns. So, and he does not.
Okay, so that's pretty hard metagaming, but don't press the button yet. We can handle this one.
Well, I just imagine once he jumped, we just started shooting anyway.
Oh, do you have a gun too?
Yeah, I've got my standard issue.
Okay.
Okay, so we're going to start with, first thing will be, what is Tycho's first? What's your planned action?
I am going to shoot him.
Okay, and the Fomori is going to come towards you guys. He'll make it about 1/4 of the way. And Robert, what are you gonna plan on doing?
Yeah, I also start shooting.
Okay, Robert, go ahead and fire. Dexterity plus firearms, difficulty of 6.
One.
All right. Go ahead and roll for a standard pistol is 4d8. 4 dice of damage. Difficulty 6. So you got 1 point of damage, and he cannot soak it, so he takes 1 point of damage right now.
Yeah.
So
It
you
might not
clip
matter.
him on the shoulder.
It might not matter, but you just told him to roll 4d8.
Oh, that is very important.
I'm scared that if he re-rolls at 4d10, he's gonna miss.
Yeah, well, let's do 4d10 and see. I might be...
Hey, 2.
Hey, 2. Alright, so, 2 points of damage now. So you clip him a little bit more squarely in the shoulder, and he kind of like jerks back and... Okay, next up is the Fomori. So he, is in the process of moving during getting shot in the shoulder, and he just, and actually I should have upped the difficulty to difficulty of 8 because he is basically dodging. Or I could have dodged, but I'm going to dodge Tycho's shot. Because you have the laser gun. So
Well, he doesn't know that.
you have a laser gun.
I do have a laser
Everybody
gun.
knows it. By looking at you two, you go, the guy with the laser gun, dodge that. So, he is going to, or Tycho, your turn, so go ahead and fire.
Okay. I have 2 dots in dex and 2 dots in energy weapons, so I'm going to split my dice pool into 2s.
And
3 successes and 0 successes.
All right, so one shot goes a little bit to the left of him, but the first shot squarely shoots him, probably in the chest area. So go ahead and roll damage. I believe you did aggravated
Um,
6 dice of damage.
is he gonna dodge that?
Oh yeah, that's a really important part of what I should be doing right now as a GM. So with his dex, so that would be 1, 2, 3, 4, 2, and 3. So I had 3 successes in the end with all the ones that I rolled. And you got 3 successes for your first shot.
Yep. Yeah, I think that that negates my shot.
Yep, sorry. So, negates the first shot, and all right, top of the round. So, Tycho, what are you planning on doing?
Same thing.
Okay, Fomori's going to do the same thing, and Robert?
Yeah, I keep shooting as well.
Okay, go ahead and roll for your shot. You can also split your dice pool too, remember. You can shoot up to 3 times. Basically, you can take your dice and say, let's say you have 4 dice. You can say, I want 1 shot to be 2 dice, 1 shot to be 1 die, and 1 shot to be another die. Where it's just,
Yeah. Splitting 3, I wouldn't do. Just because rolling a single puts it at 10% for botching.
Yeah, no, I'm pretty focused on just trying to get clean shot off every time.
All right, go ahead and
that
fire.
was difficulty
6.
6.
Yeah, we'll keep it at 6 because he's moving, but kind of coming right for you.
2 10s.
Ooh. So you get 4 successes on your to hit. So it's 4 plus 3 because of your extra successes. So you can roll 7d10. Difficulty of 6.
One, 2, 3, 4, and 1. So is that 3?
3. Yep. So 3 successes. So this one hits him pretty squarely in the chest, and he was gonna dodge the laser gun. So he is not going to try, and I didn't declare that anyways. So that would put him at a total of 6 points of damage right now.
Shot.
And for the character setup that I have for him, he actually is following the lame NPC rules, which is basically if it's not an important guy, it's only got 4 health levels. So, boop, this guy is dead.
Yeah.
Whew. Good shooting, Robert.
I don't know where that came from.
Yeah. Whew. Do you feel that adrenaline?
I feel something. It feels kind of wet.
Learn to embrace that feeling of wetness. It's the greatest feeling.
We'll see.
We are the...
So I'm guessing we can't help her at all.
Oh yeah, we should probably go check about that. Also, should check that guy.
If you got life magic of 3, you can definitely do something. You might be, want to call in a medic or something like that, maybe, but she's she's definitely been being gnawed on for like 10 minutes.
Ooh, can I retcon something?
Sure.
I brought a standard biological sampling kit.
Okay.
And I pull it out and I'm like, Phaedra would kill me if I didn't get samples of this stuff. So I go to the guy that we just killed and I, scrape some, I don't know, blood and skin cells in there and cap it off.
All
Put
right.
on my gloves first, stay safe. But also I'll be scanning,
Yep.
with spirit. Dimensional science.
So you're getting some weird ass readings, and all of your technology is kind of going haywire in here when it comes to like direct scans of the Umbra or the Gauntlet. Um, the the Gauntlet here for you is really strong, of course, but thin to the supernatural spirit world.
Mm.
And there's an obstruction that's going on. Even the scanner that you guys have that can pierce the Umbra can't look into the Umbra right now.
Ooh.
Those damn reality deviants.
So there's definitely
Corrupted
something going
waste.
on in the Umbra, and there is heavy amount of well, let's have you do an awareness plus perception, or sorry, awareness plus perception check, difficulty of 6.
Oh boy.
Ooh, did you botch or?
No.
No, just a failure. So Tycho, you don't really feel it, but Robert, you get a really strong sense of the area here is just saturated in weird corruption, and there's like also a feeling of power around here, um, and it has an odd familiarity to the resonance of this power. Um, Tycho though would be the only one that'd be able to have any science or advanced science understanding of what you're feeling though,
Okay.
because he's got Prime.
Can we say that I made I got the samples?
Yes, you got the samples.
Can I encourage him to try, I don't know, looking a little deeper because of that feeling?
Oh yeah, I mean you can just talk to him and be like, hey,
Okay.
you get this weird feeling? And
Yeah, Tygo, there's something dark here, man. It does not feel good. Are you getting that?
Oh, sorry. I was distracted by getting these samples for Phaedra. Yeah, let me
I'd
do
a
another
close look
scan
around
here.
if I were you. I can't quite place it.
Same roll.
Yep.
Whew.
Okay.
Better.
So yep, you at least got 2 successes out of that. So you'll still be able to kind of get what he's feeling, and you can use that to if you pull out one of your devices or one of your tools in
Foci.
order to foci to dig into it deeper. You can use those successes over to use a prime scan.
Yeah, let's do it. What would be the difficulty on that?
Difficulty will be 4. Or 3 for you, actually. Ooh.
Same result.
Same result. So just a failure. So difficulty will go up to now will be 4.
There we go.
All right. So
Yeah,
2
so I keep
successes.
at it. I keep at it for a minute.
Yep, you're
Something
modulating,
wrong.
and there
Got to reverse the polarity.
there seems to be a node of power here, and there is no, as far as the technocracy has on record, a node here. Um, there seems to be a strong resonance that's very close, or seems to almost be exactly the same as what the Technogate node seems to be like.
That's
It has like
that's
the same
odd.
kind of resonance. It's also fading in and out, like it's being drained.
Hmm. I mean, these readings don't make any sense. I would swear there's like a pulsating mini Technogate nearby. That would be
Can't be.
impossible.
Right under Technogate's nose? There's no way they wouldn't know.
It can't be. This definitely warrants more investigations.
Well, I just hope we don't run into more these guys.
Yes, I believe I know what those things are called. Alien inhabited humans of some sort.
Great.
Some alien jumps from the other side and grabs onto your body and uses it. It's
Is there any
apparently
way
quite
that
painful.
we could be at risk of that happening while we're here? Do you know?
Oh yes, very much so.
Fantastic.
Yeah. Well, anyway.
I suppose we don't have much of a choice.
Yeah, but, we have defenses against it. It's, our ability to understand the basic building blocks of the world. Our ability to resist what happened to him is much higher. Just naturally.
Okay. I'm gonna trust you on that one.
Yeah. I mean, it's why they sent us.
True. They wouldn't have sent us if they thought it was that bad, right?
Yeah, they would never send us into an obvious death trap.
Oh, and I was also going
Again.
over the timeline. She's probably been being eaten for like the last since like 3 a.m. in the morning or whatever.
Oh, wow.
It does look like they were lovers, but yeah, things went like they snuck away, hung out in the Overture Center after an event and stuff, and we're gonna do special things, and then one got inhabited.
Oh, can I search their bodies? Find out if there's any identifying information? Did they work here?
Oh yeah, I'll go search her.
Yeah, they're just patrons. They've got tickets and stuff like that. They're both in dress outfits type thing. They're just local. He's a businessman. She's a stay-at-home wife. Just got a purse full of crazy, weird shit, like women stuff.
Is there a tennis ball in there?
There's a tennis ball in there for some reason. Nobody knows why.
A tennis ball in there. There's always a tennis ball in there.
Anyways, but yeah, they just have they're just standard, normal, everyday people.
Well, that's rough. Just to make note, I also got samples from her.
Okay.
In the face eating area.
In the face eating area, yeah. Nice.
Yeah. Phaedra is going to be so mad that I didn't label any of these vials.
She'll figure it out, I'm sure.
Anyway, yeah, let's continue with our scanning sweep.
Yep. Oh, see if we can find more of these holes, or maybe figure out where that familiar techno-gatey feeling is coming from.
Yeah, let's try and move in that direction. How do we do that?
So you guys kind of go back to scanning and everything. All of your scans kind of bring you back to this area. There are some offshoots of it seems like every once in a while there's a pulse of energy that comes from this that's kind of making it worse for the Umbra to thin. And but you're not able to get any really good readings on this side of the Umbra. They're the gauntlet. Because especially as it thins, your technology becomes worse and worse at understanding what's going on.
Remind me about something that General Dick said about going at this from the other side of the gauntlet. Did he say something about that?
Yeah, if it was warranted for you guys to go to the 5th dimension, and investigate what's going on there, if you felt that was necessary.
I've been there. So, have we exhausted like scanning the entire like building at this point?
Yeah,
Few
I'm
hours
gonna just
in?
kind of fast forward that. There's nothing else
Okay.
to really find here. That was the main thing, and the two main things you needed to find.
All right. When we were told that we might have to, or that there was a possibility of going from the other side, what was the mechanism for that? Is it through the Technogate?
Yeah, just going back and using the Technogate to get
Okay.
there.
All right. Well, let's see here then. Yeah, I think we just go back to the van, go back to the construct, and initiate the paperwork for going through the Technogate.
What in the hell do you think we can just do? Just throw money around, opening this gate up whenever the hell you want? No, I'm joking.
Just look at the scan, sir. It's obvious that we need to get at this from a different angle. And try setting up a mini portal in that area. The gauntlet is so thick for our devices. Maybe one of those aliens could get through, but not us. We're going to have to go through the Technogate.
Face eaten off by an alien.
Oh, yeah, and we're going to need a cleaner crew. Get in there and take care of that lady without a face.
All right. You are authorized to go through the gate.
Here we go again.
Is there theme music that plays? I step through the gate.
Step through as well. Did we grab anything else on the way?
Does your gun work in the fifth dimension? Probably.
Standard issue, whatever they gave me. So I would hope so.
Yeah. Yeah, it's I mean, the guns work in the Umbra. Alright, so you guys step through the Stargate, or the Technogate. We almost went one episode without saying it. You go through the Technogate. It sucks you through. You giant black hole. You're basically a little dot down here, getting eaten by this gigantic machine. And you guys end up in the Umbra, which basically looks like very close to the near Umbra, the Penumbra, the fifth dimension, the mirror universe. Basically, on this side, every buildings still look like kind of have like a building shape to them, but they're more like giant webs of there's lots of spiders all over. It deposits you on State Street, and you can kind of get like almost glimpses of the other side with all the activity and cars and stuff like that, but it's more of, you see more like just giant spiders running around and like things just like kind of look over at you but kind of scurry away when you guys arrive. The entire place is just filled with webs. Just walking around, you kind of have to like knock webs down and stuff like that, and little spiders will like climb on you and shit.
Oh, it tickles.
Never.
Oh yeah, don't be worried about the pattern spiders. They're kind of on our side.
Never been a big fan of spiders. Can't say that
Oh well.
fifth dimension spiders are any more comforting.
Well, if it's any help, the reality deviants, they hate pattern spiders.
Oh, all right.
Yeah, always talking about the weaver and the worm and the wild. The weaver's where it's at, and that's who the spiders serve. So.
So you guys make your way into the Overture Center?
Yeah, were we like transported to the general area, or do we have to like walk all the way there?
You're right outside.
Okay, yeah, let's just go in. Oh,
All right.
if we were going to do this, so I'm going to flip on my uh, denizen of the Umbra field,
Oh,
and we would have requisitioned a similar device for Robert.
I
Okay.
hope so.
Yeah, we did it in a
So
previous
you both look
episode.
like spiders, so.
Yeah,
Perfect.
yeah. Most of the inhabitants here will they won't pay attention to us now.
All right, and we're at about the halfway point here. With a bit break, we would be at the halfway point. So we're gonna take a little 15-minute break here, and you guys had just gotten into the fifth dimension, and you guys are gonna go explore the Overture Center in the fifth dimension. So we will do a little be right back, and going to mute the mics. Hey everyone, and we are back here. So, the crew had just got into the fifth dimension, the near Umbra, the penumbra, the multiple names that there are for this place. It is a place of webs and spiders, because they are in downtown Madison. Um, and over the break, we did come upon some stunning revelations as to the location of the Overture in time. Apparently, there is no such thing as the Overture Center in 1998. So, there is a theater, though. Um, it's not as prestigious or crazy looking, but is the Orpheum Theater. So,
Uh,
besides all
are we just going across the street?
we're just gonna go right across the street and say that like all the pictures that you guys have been seeing are optical illusions, and the uh, would go into a different theater. But for the rest of this, it doesn't really change any major things. It's a much smaller venue, which makes sense as to why this was so quick. Because it's only got one theater, right?
Yeah.
Uh,
Well,
no,
no.
there is a secondary one in the back.
Okay.
Yeah, I've seen shows there.
Oh, the shitty thing is though is that there's actually a bunch of lore we have with with this place, and it has to do with the Dark Umbra more than the Umbra. But that's fine. We got other stuff we can deal with here. Um, so you guys have arrived. The theater looks to be covered in cobwebs, and the doors seem to be sealed shut. How do you bypass the doors?
Oh, I'm
I
just gonna.
attempt to pull.
Okay, give me a strength check, difficulty of 9.
Oh, what? A 1 and a 10.
Okay, well, you got one success. That's so you like start tugging on it, and you do need a total of 2 successes. But you started it, and you can kind of see that you tugging on it and like just yanking on it is kind of working, but it's really fucking tough.
You gonna stand there all day, or you gonna help out here?
Is it straight strength?
Straight strength, unless you're doing anything special.
Difficulty 9.
Yep.
Well, let's pull on it together. Can we do a combined roll?
Yeah. Do both of your rolls at the same time. Ooh, well, one success.
What, you think I'm gonna do this again? Oh, wow.
Wow, I'm impressed. I'm really,
Yeah, we did it.
This is not the way that you were supposed to get in. Set a stupid threshold, hoping that you'd botch, and just like watch you like slip, fall, like break an ankle, like have some horrible thing happen to you for just trying to shove the door open. Apparently, you can just pull on it hard enough in the spiritual uh, locking mechanism that's on it. I mean, basically, it's the
It's
weapon.
weakened over the years.
So you kind of yank, and then Tycho comes up and starts yanking with you, and poof, the door busts open, and the spiders kind of scatter. Webbing is all torn open, and you can go
See?
into the movie
Easy.
theater, or into the
Yeah,
into the theater.
that was surprisingly easy. I thought we'd have to do all sorts of weird shit there.
Sometimes you just gotta try, Tycho.
I'll take that under advisement.
All right, you guys whipping out your scanners?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, let's do it. Let's move into the extra spooky area.
Yeah.
So you guys kind of come open to the the Orpheum has like the check-in area basically that you kind of have like an open I wish I would have actually planned for this to have. I could have had some good pictures of that instead. But in any case, it's kind of an open lounge area that you're kind of scanning right now. And in order to say that this is where the rip originally was, so you guys can kind of take a look around here. Make a perception plus awareness check.
Good indeed.
Difficulty 6.
Difficulty of 6.
Nice.
2 and 4, or 3 and
Nice.
4.
So you guys are kind of scanning around, and you can see that the tear here has healed enough that like things aren't able to get through at this point here. It seemed to just be a random event that kind of sparked from the weakening of the gauntlet deeper into the theater. But when you're kind of scanning around here, you do scan out Unbound Bane. Blah. As you guys are like scanning, you kind of find it inside of like one of the trash bins. It was hiding from you guys and just like pops out from the trash. Spiders go flying around, cobwebs are flying, and this.
Oh, but we still look like a spider, right?
You guys still look like spiders. And so this is like a long, almost like a flying snake of some sorts with like a skull for a head and like giant mandible teeth, like blah. This thing pops up. It's probably about 8 feet long, and is kind of hovering, flying around, and looks to be, even though you are spiders, it does you're giant, super quiescent spiders that it wants to try and eat you. So go ahead and roll initiative.
Uh, 9 for me.
11.
11, 9, and I have.
Don't worry, Robert.
Willpower.
It thinks we're spiders. We're fine.
Oh, that's a relief because it really looked like it wanted to eat us.
Oh shit, I think it does want to eat us.
Alright, so first person to act is going to be the Bane, but the first person to declare will be Tycho.
I'm going to shoot it with my gun.
Okay. Second person to act is Robert. Or, well, second person to act and second person to declare is Robert.
I don't have much of a choice. I'm going to shoot it with my gun.
Okay. And then the Bane is going to attack. We're going to attack Robert. So, first thing that I'm just going to do is roll my rage to attack you. That is not how many dice I should be rolling. There we go. Oof. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5 successes.
Ouch.
So damage. I'm gonna take that off actually. So that'll be 4 plus his standard. I'm gonna do 3, so 7. One, 2, 3, 4, 5. Try and soak 5 bashing damage. So stamina, and if you have armor.
I think we should have standard armor.
Yeah, like leather armor, or leather.
Yep. So I've got 2 stamina
Kevlar. Yeah.
and the armor. So what would I?
So it'd just be 3 dice. So you can do stamina and then just add a DP modifier of 1. And difficulty 6.
1 success.
1 success. Ouch. Alright, so you get, so that's 4 points of damage then to you. Just bashing damage, so it heals pretty quickly. But that fucking hurt. That'll take you down to a -2.
So that's... So is that wounded then?
Yep, I believe so. And then next up is Robert.
Oh, he's close. I better hit him.
It is point blank range, so it is difficulty of 4.
Dexterity
And
firearms.
he's not dodging, so.
Is Robert's dice pool reduced by 2 for the
Yes.
shot?
Yep.
And difficulty 4.
Yep.
Oh, I don't have any dice then?
Firearms
have in there.
plus dex.
Firearms is 1 and dex is 2. So I should have 1.
It gave you 2 -2s for. Oh, it's already taking into account your -2 because you filled it.
Ah,
out
because of the wounded. Yep.
Yep.
Okay.
Oh, good. I'm really happy about that. Dude, fill out your guys' damage on the character sheet and it'll automatically do it for you.
Oh,
Oh,
fuck.
fuck.
Oh no.
Even worse, you got your die and it rolled a 1.
Hey,
You
yay.
can't botch on stamina though. Oh no, you're not
What was
stamina,
it?
you're shooting.
Yeah,
You,
I'm shooting.
Can definitely botch on that.
50-50. Shoot Tycho, shoot yourself.
Hey,
50%.
that seems unfair.
6 and higher, it'll shoot Tycho. Oh, ouch. Not going good. So just roll 4 dice of damage, and Tycho you get to soak with 1.
And that's D10.
Yep.
Oh,
3 lethal
Yeah.
damage.
All right, so I got 1 armor. Difficulty 6 for soak.
Yep.
Nice. So it hits the body armor, and I
Oh,
Yeah,
you
I
should
got
only
through-
have 1 die for soaking though, because you can't. Stamina doesn't soak lethal.
what?
Yeah.
I'm sorry, Tycho.
Sorry, you're gonna have to. I'll give you just an automatic. Well, there you go.
All right, I got it. I got the 1.
Yeah.
So that's 3 damage for me.
2 damage.
2 damage. All right,
As
I'm
he
at
clips you on
-1.
the shoulder as the thing's like flying around him. He's like, ah, and his once great shooting, as he showed, has taken down this Rory, was has now been tarnished as he shoots his buddy in the shoulder. Or grazes your, it's not bad. You're not gonna bleed out or anything. It just hurts like a motherfucker.
Better not have to hit the button for this one.
This was not the one I would have expected you to need a button for, but it hasn't been going very great so far. So Tycho, though, you get to shoot now.
All
And
right,
this
so
thing could possibly get killed right here, so we'll see.
I'm gonna do Dex energy weapons. Let me actually roll it in the thing because it actually should. Which one is energy weapons? That is 3. Should remove the die. It did not. So that's probably just 1 success. Because it should have been 3 dice. Hello?
Oh, I'm not seeing your character sheet as having the... Oh, maybe you do.
Oh wait, that's supposed to be lethal, isn't it?
Yeah, what kind of.
I had it at bashing.
And then there we go. I think that you have to bring it down. See, there's like a box indicator.
Yeah, I see that now.
So yeah.
Okay, so it doesn't necessarily take away the dice if it's just bashing damage then.
No, it you didn't select the right box either. So if I go into your character
That
sheet,
little -1.
there's a little -1, and you didn't have it highlighted. You had the bruised highlighted. So this is where you actually are on the negative chart. So if I put it here, like roll a die, or actually I'll just roll your.
I can't click on those.
You can't click on these. You just brought it up to bruised. So if I put it on,
I can click on bruised. I can't click on the. It doesn't work for the other ones.
oh weird.
I can click incapacitated
Yeah.
and bruised, but not the -1 and -2.
That's weird.
Weird.
I can click the -5. That's weird.
All right. Well, now I have you set to that. So in that case, I'll just. So now go ahead and roll again. Let's see if it works.
All right, dexterity.
Might have been weird because I was in there too. So.
Ooh.
Ooh, still got it.
That's better.
So you got 3 successes. Go ahead and roll damage, which is 6 plus 2, so 8 dice of damage, aggravated.
So I'm just gonna use the dice roller here. Do 10s double?
Yeah, we're gonna keep that for this. This is all the time.
So
Simple.
2, 1, 2, 3, 4.
Yep.
Looks like 4.
4. All right. So not dead, but definitely hurt. Let's see here. Next up is the Bane. Well, it goes back to Tycho. What are you doing?
I am going to shoot it again.
Robert, what are you gonna do?
I am gonna try to put some distance between me and it.
Okay, and the Bane is going to attack, continue to attack Robert, but Robert, you can do a dodge on this attack then. So just roll your dodge plus dex, or athletics plus dex. And I am going to roll my rage, which is that.
Damn it.
1 success.
Oh wait, I don't even get to roll anything with that.
Oh,
Some -2.
You don't have athletics, huh?
No.
Ouch. So yeah, it hits you then. And it's gonna do 4 bashing damage. And it does no bashing damage to you at all. In fact, it botched its bash attack, but no penalty for attacks or for damage rolls getting a botch.
Oh yeah, that's right.
So it doesn't do anything to you, but it kind of tries like wrapping around you, and it doesn't, just doesn't catch you at all, and you're just able to like weave away from it, and it just keeps on trying to it's able to glance you, but that's it.
That means Robert should still be able to get a shot off.
He
Probably
said,
just going to be 1 die.
His action was to
purely to put some distance between us.
So he's still moving.
Oh, that's right. That's right.
Stuff. So next up then is Robert, who moves, and then Tycho.
All right, so nice. It's another 3 success shot.
There we go. So it is not dodging, it's attacking. So go ahead and roll damage plus 2, so 8 dice of damage.
5 and 3. 1, 2, 1, 2, 1.
Ouch.
1.
Okay, it's still up. So we're gonna go back to the top of the round again. So Tycho, what do you plan on doing?
Well, let's see. I'm gonna shoot it.
Okay. Robert, what do you plan on doing?
Yeah, I'm behind the something. I'm assuming like the bar counter near us, and I'm going to shoot it as well.
Okay. And the Bane is going to... it's actually going to start... kind of start fleeing because it's not feeling... This fight with these spiders is not going the way he thought it was going to be. Their webs hurt really bad. More than they used to back. Used to be just easy meals. Now, of course, it's crazy. Crazy fireballs or laser beams being shot out of them. So he's just gonna move. So Tycho, go ahead, or Robert, go ahead and shoot. You are at -2 for your, but it'll take that into account. Oh, we got a success.
Yeah.
All right, roll 4 dice of damage.
One.
1 point of damage, but it can't soak that, so...
Wait, what?
You had 3 successes
9,
with 2
10,
ones.
and... Oh, but I have the... Okay.
Yeah, 2 ones. So you got a little, tipped or cut its tail off, basically. Just the tippy of it. Next up is Tycho.
Okay, another shot. Ah, no.
Oh no. Well, just to make it fair, you're gonna shoot Robert now.
Shit.
No, I'm not gonna say that.
He's not grappling
Yeah,
Robert.
It is.
Yeah.
Your gun has a short circuit malfunction and is no longer going to be able to be used unless you can do like a special repair check on it, and you're gonna need like 5 minutes, give or take.
Damn it! This damn thing. Old.
So the Bane is going to continue to, or no, sorry, Tycho, what's your action? Or what do you want to plan on doing?
Well, I can't shoot anymore.
Yep.
Seeing as my gun is not working, I am going to pull out my tricorder and see if I can use my genius to slow down the thing.
Okay, what spheres are you activating?
Just dimensional science 2.
Okay, so you just kind of want to try and gain a little bit of control over the
Yeah, just try and put it in a stasis field.
Okay. Yeah, I'd say that's doable. Go ahead and roll. For this though, since it's a quick action, it's just going to be.
No, I wouldn't do that till the end of this round.
Oh yeah.
I'm only declaring.
Yep. Sorry. I was doing good about that. Robert, what are you declaring to do?
I'm gonna keep trying to shoot this bastard before he gets away.
All right, and the Bane is going to continue to try and get away. Next turn, it will get away. So, Robert, shoot.
Oh, here goes nothing.
1 success! Holy shit!
Yeah.
All right. So go ahead and
And?
roll 4 dice of damage.
God
Hey.
damn it.
0.
Jeez.
Okay, it's all on you, Robert or Tycho.
Let's see. So this is an ret roll.
Yep.
Probably difficulty 5 or 6.
Difficulty is going to be for this. I'm gonna make it. I'm gonna make it dependent on its willpower, actually. So, and this is gonna be difficulty 5.
Hmm.
Also, you guys have been forgetting about willpower, and
Oh, yeah.
directly have been helping you guys. But so you got 1 success. So I'm going to say that you've bought yourself 1 more round. So Tycho, what are you gonna do declaring for this turn?
I'm gonna yell at Robert to shoot it. I'm gonna try and maintain the stasis field.
Okay.
So I'm like typing
And you see like this like little field like appear out and it's like bashing into it and trying to escape. Robert, go ahead and fire your gun.
I'm gonna use a willpower. Didn't need it.
Alright, but you did get 2 successes off of that then. So now you get an extra dice of damage, so you get 5 dice of damage.
Holy shit! I actually hit 1.
Alright. Tycho, go ahead and try and maintain the field. It's looking bad. It definitely doesn't have much left to it. But they're based on they have like hit points. They're like they can use their stuff to a certain degree to do stuff, but I haven't enacted any charms or anything. But all right, so 2 successes. You can hold it down for 2 turns. So next turn you can do something instead of trying to maintain this if you want. So Bane is going to try and escape, of course. It doesn't. So Tycho, what do you plan on doing?
Let's see. Knowing that thing is in my stasis field, I am actually going to try. I'm gonna pull out my. It's called a P pack. I wrote this a long time ago, and jam it into my tricorder, and I'm gonna try and do direct prime damage to the alien. Now that I have it in a stasis field. I've never tried this before, but I'm going to try it.
Did you say prime damage?
Yeah. I'm going to try and drain its energy out.
But you only have a prime of 1.
I'm still going to try.
Okay. So you want to drain its energy. Or do you want...
I'm holding it in place. I feel like I should be able to try and drain its energy.
I mean, level 1 is only sensory, but you do have dimensional science 2, and so I don't think you'd be doing prime damage, but I think you can just do some spiritual damage straight up to them. So I'll allow that with an Arte roll of difficulty of 5. Every success, you will do a point of damage.
Okay, yeah, that makes sense. Yeah, maybe it's more understanding of Prime that gives me the ability to do it.
Yeah, I could see that.
But yeah, so that's what I'm going to do.
All right, Robert, what are you going to do?
Yeah, since he's got it pinned down, I'm gonna just keep trying to kill this thing.
All right, and the Bane is going to continue to try and escape. So Robert, fire.
Oh, god damn it.
And a miss. Tycho. You can also use quiescence to lower the difficulty or willpower to get an automatic success.
Alright. So I'm rolling... Wait, doesn't the Bane go before me?
No, the Bane is stuck.
Oh, okay. Let's see here. So yeah, I'm going to spend a willpower. And... use my arret. And you said difficulty 5?
Yep.
Alright. Boom.
Alright, and...
so that's actually 3.
Yeah, so you're able to wither it down, and that was enough to... it only had 1 hit point left, so... it disintegrates and kind of turns into like a goo of sorts onto the ground, basically. Greenish, with like a face of a skull kind of left as an impression in the goo.
Nice shooting. Whoa, what did you just do that just held him there?
I'm not entirely sure. I was just using standard field mechanics from dimensional science.
Well, whatever it was, glad
never
you
actually
did it.
done that. And then I basically just sucked the energy out of it, I think. I don't know where it went, though. Or maybe I pushed the energy out? So maybe I didn't suck it out, I pushed it out. That makes more sense. So I'm still just like looking at my tricorder, trying to figure out what the hell I just did.
I'm still not entirely convinced that it's actually gone.
You're gonna go poke it. All right. Well, floor is yours, guys. You guys can continue onward. Do some more scans. I'm guessing of this area. Or what would you like to do?
Sure wish we had some of Phaedra's band-aids here.
Oh, yeah. So we were hit with lethal damage, right?
You were hit with lethal damage. He was hit with bashing damage.
Okay.
The bashing will, even at the high level that he has, I think it's probably 12, maybe 16 hours for the level that he's at right now, for the first one to go away.
Oh, that's still a pretty long time.
Yeah, it's gonna take a while.
Yeah, I'm in pretty rough shape.
How were we supposed to get back to the construct? Was there?
Oh, they have a return button for you in a location that you have to go to.
Oh, there's a location?
Yeah. It's pretty much where you guys arrived, like State Street.
Well, honestly, we should. We still have the button for the
Yep.
I'm
feeling
the
beat up,
guys.
but you're more familiar with this stuff than me. If you think we should keep pushing forward, I'm willing to try.
Let's just move forward and do some scans.
All right.
All right. So do perception plus awareness. Even with your botches, you got some successes. So definitely, you kind of scan out this area, and you can kind of see that there's, once again, there seems to be some kind of pulsating of energy coming from the theater area, but this area here seems to only have just random residual effect of whatever the hell is going on there. But all of your scans indicate that there's definitely a large amount of corrupted spiritual activity that's happening on the stage. Or in the theater area. So do you guys head into the theater?
What do you think, Tycho? Do you know a way we could sneak around backstage, maybe?
You did come out onto the stage before, so you know how to get there from the last time. Did I lose you guys?
Me.
Sorry, I was just AFK for a second there.
Oh.
I can still hear you. No, I think we should just go straight in.
All right, you lead the way.
Yeah, gun. Oh yeah,
you want to fix your gun?
I gotta fix my gun.
Yeah. All right. So that's gonna take a hyper tech plus in wits plus hyper tech, difficulty of 8. And once you've done that, because it's a special thing, I'm gonna have you actually have to do an Arate roll as well. But your difficulty will be based on how well you do your hyper tech.
Difficulties. What on the hypertech?
8.
Let's go ahead and say I'm going to spend a willpower on this.
Okay. Oh, you can also spend a willpower to negate your minuses. I forgot about that one. But you did get 4 successes with your willpower. So your Arate roll will be difficulty of 3. And you'll still be able to roll your full Arate even with wounds. Your understanding did not get lessened. 2 successes, solid.
Yeah.
You're able to hammer modulate your gun back into working order.
Yeah, it just turned out this tiny little wire got taken out temporarily.
Oh, glad it was simple, because I'm counting on you, man.
Took him about 5 minutes to get it done. Actually a little bit quicker with the rolls he got, so probably about 2 minutes. So you guys are good. You guys head up out into the theater then?
Yeah.
Coming from the just main entry where normal people would come through the doors. So you kind of are looking down onto the stage from the first floor. Balcony, or not, you're not on the balcony, sorry, you're the first floor, bottom floor. But it's, seats going down and then the stage. And so you can kind of see onto the stage from here, and what you see before you is a giant...
Is terrifying?
Centipede-ish thing that stands at about 15 feet tall on the stage, and you see it wrapped around a glowing... See, this is where you wanted to press the button. Just in case you don't. Unless you guys really want to take these guys on like you're going to take on the Sentinels. Go at it. You never know.
I think we got this, Robert. Let's just shoot it a bunch of times.
And it's wrapped around this glowing white pillar that's coming. That's in the middle of the stage.
Does it notice us yet?
It does not seem to notice you yet. It seems to be focused mainly on this pillar, and it looks to be gnawing on it and wrapping itself around it.
All right, I want to scan the shit out of this.
All right, go ahead and do perception plus awareness.
Still difficulty 6.
Yes. Okay. Do you want to scan it with spheres?
Yeah. So I got 2 successes. Dimensional science, prime. Can I just do all of them?
Yeah.
That I've got. So dimensional sciences, prime, matter, forces, entropy, and correspondence.
Okay.
And based on my successes, I'm guessing that's a difficulty 3.
Yep.
That's 2.
All right. So you kind of get back from this is that what you're seeing here is a very powerful worm creature, corrupted high levels of entropy, extremely powerful spiritual signature coming from this, and the thing that it's wrapped around is some kind of spiritual incarnation of a node. Or something of that sort. It's actually not, you're not fully quite understanding. It's not quite a node, and it's not quite, it's the pillar is not, or doesn't originate from here. This is almost like it's a spike of energy shooting out from somewhere else, and you don't quite fully understand because it's not a node, but it is, and um, you're just getting some really weird readings back from the pillar of light that it's like wrapping itself around. Um, there is like a database like alert kind of thing that I'm gonna say that you kind of have, and this is a well-known thing in the Umbra. There's a like extremely high danger alert that kind of you're given when you do like a good scan on this, and it like comes back and says this is a fucking Nexus crawler.
I've read about those. They're very dangerous. Robert, would
should
you
I
like
push
to?
the button?
Yeah, you should push the button.
I'm gonna push the button.
Although, I'm just kind of wondering, what's the danger of people firing into that node pillar thing?
You have no idea.
I'm going to suggest that we shoot at the Nexus crawler and try and get it to come at us, and then we push the button.
I mean, wouldn't the response team know not to?
Those grunts?
Are you sure that button's gonna work? Look at this little thing of doubt in the back of your head. What if it doesn't
Yeah.
work?
Maybe we should just hit the button.
I think we should just hit the button. I don't know how much help I'm gonna be.
Yeah, let's hide and hit the button.
I hope this works.
Okay. Yeah. Can we find like an appropriate place to hide?
Yes.
Push the button.
He pushes the button.
You press the button, and 3 commandos appear from a teleporter-like beam and appear out of the shadows of the Umbra, wielding machine gun, laser fire weaponry, and like a grenade launcher. And they just come in and flank.
Oh my god, it worked.
And just start unload. Like as they approach, they have like a smoker grenade goes out, kind of fills up the chamber. The thing like coils down from the light pillar and like starts like going after one of them as like gunfire starts coming down from the balcony as there's 2 other people up on the balcony that you didn't even notice that teleported in, and they just start raining down sniper bullets down onto it. They get into like a flanking motion, getting it surrounded as one fires and then ducks under and goes and goes for cover and tries to get away from it. Well, it goes after them, and then another one will try and get its attention, pulling him away from the guy that's under assault. That guy comes, and they just kind of box him in and just rain down laser fire onto this thing until it just becomes a smoldering heap of dust.
Oh, thank god.
Yay!
The button worked.
And then the pillar disappears.
I immediately start scanning like crazy.
So the gauntlet here has gone completely back to normal, and everything has kind of righted itself.
I did not expect that.
Yeah.
But you see no signature readings anymore of a node or anything here.
Are the soldiers still here?
Yeah, they're going and like checking around, just making sure there's nothing else here, doing some scans of their own. Good job, scouts. Thanks for calling us in on this one. That was good use of the device that we gave you here. Good use of our
Thanks
team.
for showing up.
Yeah, I was just gonna say, good work, boys. That was, good work, persons. That was some good shooting you guys did.
All in
Much
day's work.
appreciated, boys.
So anyway, you guys can get out of here. We're gonna just do some scans and wrap this one up.
Yeah, it looks like things are starting to return to normal here. Sounds good.
Do we, is there anything else we have to do before we get out of here?
I do have one question for Robert.
Yeah.
Do you perhaps have you studied the time discipline?
I've got one sphere in there. So, I mean, I've got a passing knowledge of some of the more high-level stuff. Why do you ask?
Well, I'm just sometimes I've read some stuff about how people can scan backwards in time a little bit. I'm just wondering if maybe you could do that for that pillar. Yeah, it's gone now, so we can't scan it actively. But maybe we could, just reach back just a teensy bit.
I could definitely try.
Let's go for it.
Let's see. Let me double check here and see if time one gives you some things. I think it's mainly just going to be.
Yeah, I'm not expecting it to work, but
I think it's definitely worth a shot, though.
You know what?
Oh, yeah.
Go ahead and roll. Go ahead and make a just straight arete roll for me. Tell me what happens. Difficulty of 8.
Difficulty of 8, you said?
Yep.
Also, trying to stretch your abilities like that is a good way to justify buying a second dot in a ret.
Yeah,
Oh, yeah.
that's been coming. Oh, god damn it. It couldn't hurt!
Is that a botch? What was that? Let's see here.
Of course
You
it
got
is.
a botch. Okay, so, actually, you're not going to get any, I'm not going to give you any, paradox for this, but do you have any paradox on you?
I have 2.
You have 2. Get rid of those. Those are gone now.
Oh?
Yeah. You go into like a meditative like state to try and kind of like, look back in time, to kind of feel back in time and see, what might have transpired here. Or are you doing it technologically or are you doing it with your mind? I mean, your mind can be technological, technically. It can be a tool.
I didn't hear that.
Oh, sorry, you didn't hear me?
No, my connection dropped apparently.
Oh, so how are you trying to look back in time?
That tricorder I've got that can it's kind of that affinity detector type thing. I was trying to tweak that. No, that wouldn't work either. Shoot.
You could try and use your mind, like just like a meditative state. I don't know if your character has that kind of.
I do. I'm pretty
inkling.
skilled in meditation.
Oh yeah.
Are you?
Yeah, that fits what I was thinking actually. So like you go into like just a just a meditate, because I mean even the technocracy believes in meditation. It's a real thing. It does stuff for you. So you go into this meditative state and you fall into a fucking
Oh no.
a quiet of like state. I mean, so basically what kind of happens is you kind of from your kind of vantage point, you have now entered into you're in a room. It is about 10 by 10, made out of wood, and there is a metal door that's that's the only other object in this room. It's just wood floorings and wood paneling walls, and kind of like a cabin-esque kind of look to this room. And there's just a weird metal door with no handle.
That's comforting.
I can't help you here.
No, you can't. Yeah, I attempt, as is tradition, to push on the door.
It's at this point too that you notice you have none of your tools.
Oh, good.
You do have your suit and your glasses, but your glasses don't do anything but their normal vision correction. They are not technological in any way.
Okay. Yeah, I try to push on the door.
So you push on the door and nothing happens.
Okay. I start scanning around the room, kind of like feeling the walls and figure out, if this is all just solid or what's going on here.
Make a perception plus, we'll do alertness. Or no, investigation. Perception investigation.
I got 2.
All right, 2 successes. With that, you are able to find a panel next to the door that's kind of like a hidden panel, but if you kind of push on it, you can kind of slide it over, and there is a bunch of wires. Red, white, blue, orange, purple. They're just all twisted and turning. And
I attempt to try to trace some of them towards the door, I guess.
You're finding that the red seem to lead to the door.
All right. I don't have any tools though. Am I able to see how any of these wires are like connected or anything?
There seems to be, as you kind of like dig around, you can kind of see that there does seem to be like entry, ports that they are kind of connected to that are like little metal, solderings basically that they're connected to at the inner of the workings of it.
I attempt to short the red wire.
By like how are you trying to short it?
I'm gonna use my. Yeah, I'm desperate. I'm gonna use my eyeglasses and I'm gonna strip the wire.
Nice. All right, so you stripped it, and
I'm gonna shorting it to. Oh man, is there only one red wire?
No, there's like 7.
Shit. Yeah, I just pick 2 of them at random and try to short them together.
All right, I want you to roll Arete, difficulty of 6.
Oh, power. What was that?
Use a willpower.
I was thinking about it.
I'm not supposed to help.
Well, I mean, you can be his inner voice. That's fine.
No, I was definitely thinking about it. I just wasn't sure if I could on an Arte. Yeah, I definitely do.
Okay. All right, go ahead and roll Arete, difficulty of 6 then. 2 successes. Nice. So you kind of like wizardly like figure out how
This one feels right.
how
This one feels right.
Yep. Okay, we move that one. We connect this one to this one, and the door opens up.
Whew. All right, I creep over to the side and kind of peek my head around the door.
Make a willpower roll. Difficulty of 8.
Willpower. What's willpower again?
Just it should be the bottom one. One of the.
Oh, duh. Yeah.
Yeah.
Difficulty of 8. 1 success.
Ooh. So you're able to do that. You can stick your head out. When you stick your head out of the room, you see outer space, and you're in like a fucking log cabin thing, just twirling through outer space. And your brain just kind of is just like as you like, like luckily you didn't just step out into it because or at least that's kind of what like goes through your head. It's like, oh, thank God I just looked out here, but oh my God, like I've just stuck my head out into outer space, like, and you're like not even near Earth. You're just in the middle of like in between galaxies. Like there's no stars near you. You just see giant galaxies floating about.
That's some crazy shit, man.
They're all moving away from you.
Oh, man. I attempt to sit back down and try to meditate my ass back out of here.
All right.
Don't know if it'll work, but it's all I can think of.
All right, I want you to make a willpower roll, difficulty of 9.
0.
So you try and try. This isn't necessarily the like, depending on what your successes was there were going to be a few different things here, but with a failure, basically you do meditate, you're doing fine for a while, but it just like after 10 hours go by, you're just like this. It's just not working.
Man.
Can I work on it from my end?
What do you so on your end?
I do
I'm gonna
not
say
have the mind sphere.
that you see him in a meditative state, and we've gone about we're gonna say 15 minutes has passed, and you have no idea how long that means for him. But in 15 minutes, what do you plan on doing?
I am going to scan him with every sphere that I have.
Okay. Do a Arate roll, difficulty of 4.
Oh, Jesus.
Oh no. Oh no.
How did you get here?
So yeah, you're in the room now.
Oh, hey, Robert.
Do you have any paradox?
I did have one on my sheet earlier, and I kind of took it off based on expected downtime because I think I got it like earlier in the campaign. But if you'd like it to be there, that would be fine.
Yeah, unless you're explicitly saying I'm foregoing using any kind of magic whatsoever, because I mean even using a level 1 sphere at any time would.
Okay, yeah. So I have one.
Okay. And you do not anymore, so that is gone anyways.
Good old backlash.
But yeah, so and you see Robert, who you've been meditating here for about 10 hours, and you're just about to give up, and in pops in Tycho.
I really hope you brought a way out.
I feel around for the recall button. I'm like, don't they usually give us a recall button?
I've been here for how long has it been?
In about 10 hours, give or take.
No, I'm asking Tycho.
Oh yeah.
Oh,
How long have I
uh,
been here?
15 minutes?
No,
I,
no.
I tried to. I was trying to bring you out of your meditative state.
It has been
I
a lot
shook you
more.
lightly, and then
It's been a lot more than 15 minutes.
I tried to
I've
scan
been
you,
here
and now I'm
at least
here.
5 to 10 hours.
Is the door open, or is it closed now?
I think I left it open.
You didn't say anything about closing it.
Yeah.
So yeah, the door is open.
I wasn't risking locking myself in because my last ditch effort is just jumping out.
It was what I was going to suggest to you.
Are you gonna look at the?
I am going to look out the door.
All right, roll willpower difficulty of 8.
Oh no.
Oh, wow.
Shit.
Boom.
So one of the things that's interesting is for you then is that you kind of like look out and you can kind of you're like, okay, so there's some interesting things happening here. Like this is affecting me in a different kind of way. Gravity, you're seeing that like now that you're seeing like when you kind of look, you can see that there's like rotation and movement, like there's like this cabin is doing stuff, and also that there's like centrifugal force that's trying to, as soon as you realize that you're doing this, if you kind of believe it, then you're gonna go flying out, and it's trying to suck you outside of this thing. But you're basically with such a high willpower understanding of what's going on here. If you had botched this, it would have sucked you out.
Oh, thanks for telling me.
But you did so well that you're able to you even understand what's going on and kind of can prevent yourself from being sucked out moving forward. You can look out this thing without a problem. And you can kind of even explain to Robert, you just don't think you're going to get sucked out. You're not. Just put that out of your mind. There's no centrifugal force thing going on here. It's not.
Have you ever heard the thing about don't tell people to think of or not think of a pink elephant?
Okay, that's a good point. Yeah, I mean, you still have to make a willpower roll. It would be a little bit better difficulty, I think, maybe. We'll see, though.
Yeah, so I just explained to him, like, oh, did you think this was going to suck you out? That's not what's happening.
It's an optical illusion.
Yeah, this is... I mean, we're definitely in one of those places. I think I've read it was a research paper, but it wasn't very well written.
Does that mean I shouldn't jump out? Because that was basically where I was getting to.
You know what? I don't know. Let me think about it. Feeling like a roll can get me out of this. Intelligence. Something else. Oh, intelligence enigmas.
Okay. Let's go ahead and have you roll that. Difficulty of 8.
Yeah. And I'm gonna basically try and suggest the same thing to Robert. Like, yeah, it's a puzzle. You've done puzzles before.
Yeah.
So let's try to figure this out.
All right. I mean,
Difficulty 8.
Yep.
I don't know if you think I've just been waiting or what.
Oh God!
Oh my God!
I didn't botch.
You didn't botch? Okay.
I got a success.
You got a success. Okay, so you just failed. So you can't think of anything right now. You're just like, I don't know.
I'm like, maybe we need to jump out. What
Great.
do you think?
Well,
Please tell me you have some dots and enigmas.
I've got 2 dots in enigmas.
Damn right you do. Maybe spend a willpower on that.
Yeah, so what am I rolling to puzzle this out?
All right. Wits.
Intelligence enigmas.
Intelligence
Do
enigmas.
wits in enigmas. I should
Wait,
have had
wits? I have so
Wits.
many more dots in wits.
wits.
I'm gonna
You
use
have
a
to be. You have to
willpower.
have your wits about you for enigmas.
Yeah, and what's the difficulty?
Difficulty of 8.
I used a willpower.
And so you still got one success then, and with that, there are more wires.
Oh.
Oh.
Yeah, that's true. I only played with the red wires.
There's also
Oh.
blue, yellow, purple, and black, and white. So 5 other colors besides the red.
Oh, you should have told me about the panel with the wires when I got here.
Yeah, sorry. After 10 hours of meditating, kind of slipped my mind.
Yeah, no. Don't worry about it. Let's, because, I bet what it is, we just gotta touch some wires to some other wires. You just got unlucky on your first try.
I don't know if I'd call it unlucky. I was trying to open the door, and I did succeed. Which makes me think that I have a much better chance of doing this than you. I've already figured out the red wires. I'm going to try tracing the black wires.
Well, let's work on it together.
Okay.
Well, the black wires seem to lead to the away from the door, the complete opposite.
Yep, that looks good. I am going to strip down the black wires, and I'm going to attempt to short those to each other as well, much like I did with the red.
Okay. So you short those two together, and you see that the door dematerializes, or kind of fizzes to a certain degree, and the space outdoors kind of fades away, and you kind of feel like a thud, and the door shuts.
Oh. Your turn, Tycho.
Can I scan with my feelings?
Sure, do an RT roll.
Difficulty 6.
4.
Oh, very good. 3 successes.
Nice. You've shifted. This whole place has shifted. There's something. The outside is different now.
You seem to have succeeded in bringing us to a new external environment. What did you do last time to open the door?
Yeah, let me try that again. And I attempt to do the same thing.
All right, yeah. Door opens, and you. I believe you
peek my head around again.
So you look outside, and what you see before you is giant, super giant trees, and roll a perception plus alertness check.
Both of us?
Yep.
Three.
That's 2 3s.
Nice. All right, so you guys kind of scan about and look about, and there's fucking motherfucking dinosaurs, and ancient motherfucking trees all around you. And there's a log cabin that you're in the middle of fucking dinosaur land.
We might want to try the black wires again. What do you think? I definitely did not expect to find dinosaurs. Tago?
He's gone. He left. I'm guessing he lost audio. So, yeah. Let's did lose internet. I didn't see him drop from here. Can you hear me?
Yeah.
He's here. He just is not responding. I'm gonna send a text to him.
You guys hear me now?
Oh, yep, I can hear you.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I switched my phone.
Oh, okay.
I mean, all my shit's working fine, and for whatever reason, it's not.
Weird.
Oh,
So, I don't
was
know
going
about
to-
you, but I didn't expect to see dinosaurs. And I'm thinking we should probably try the black wires again. Unless you have a better idea.
No, that's good. Yeah, let's close the door and try again.
All right, Arate roll.
Is that both of us?
Whoever's working on the wires.
I'm going to let you handle that one.
All right. I saw you do it, so what's the difficulty?
4. Or no, sorry, 6. But whatever, 4. That'll work. You guys have had some understanding of what's going on here a little bit more. So I'll give you that. 2 successes. And now the house starts to like kind of vibrate a little bit, and then you can kind of feel like it's spinning, and you actually are being like centrifugal force being pushed against the walls actually. And then it stops, and you can try and open the door again.
I do so.
I'm just gonna give it to you. You open it up, and you see before you a giant volcano that's erupting, and what looks to be like a land of volcanoes and ash and lava fountains.
All right, I close the door again.
Okay.
It's a fun game.
All right. What have we tried so far?
There's still other colored wires.
Yeah.
So you've played with the red. You know the red does the door, and you've played with the black, and you know black takes you to other
Seems to
dimension.
relocate us.
Yeah, relocate you in some way, shape, or form.
I feel like it's going to be a combination of two colors that's going to bring us back to where we're supposed to be. Or if we short two different colors together. Can I try Wits Enigmas again?
Sure.
Now that we've got a little bit under our belt,
I'll give you difficulty of 8.
I am going to spend a willpower on this.
All right. So a total of
So it's also 4.
um,
Wait, why is it putting up? Oh yeah, difficulty 8.
yep,
So it's 3.
3 successes. Um, so I'm gonna say that you guys have we're kind of coming up on time here, and I think I've played with you guys enough. Um, you're kind of getting the idea that probably no matter what you do, you guys are always going to have some horrible place that's going to be, um, you know, um, that you're going to be having to step into. And one of the things that you're kind of thinking about is that the fact that it was trying to make you fall out to a certain degree, but one of the things that you would have immediately done is tried not to fall. And your thinking probably would have allowed you to not fall in, but you would have been scrambling and freaking out about it, and it would have been traumatic for you, and then you would definitely not want to leave. And now it's not using that trick anymore. Now it's taking you to places that you obviously don't want to step out into, right? So what happens if you do?
So we're
Well-
reaching that point where we just say screw it and we got no choice.
So we go back to the original spot and jump out.
I think we just jump out. I don't know if we're going to be able to get back to the original spot.
Okay, so we open the door one last time.
All right. So before
Um,
you see a giant Nexus crawler on a stage, and it looks like if you step out, you're probably gonna get eaten by this thing because it's like right onto the stage.
Do you trust me,
That's the
Robert?
closest to home that I've seen yet.
Do you trust me, Robert?
Nope, but I'm going to do it anyway because I think
All
we're
right.
thinking the same thing.
Hold my hand.
I'd
Let
rather
us
not.
jump. Oh, come on! It's a fun emotional thing.
Fine.
I
Take Tycho's hand.
I was gonna bear hug you and then jump out myself. Okay, we
You
take
can
each
still
other's
do that.
hands. Okay, I bear hug him and we both jump out together
All right. So
of our own free will. I didn't force him.
when you fall out, actually the floor opens up before you, and you are falling into the falling from the sky, basically, of Madison. But you're kind of in this like umbral state, but you're not, and you're kind of like an astral projection, but you're not, and you're seeing some weird shit, like there's this big giant floating island above Madison that you know like has like waterfalls like coming off of the edge of it, and it's like this floating island above the city, over the isthmus of the capital, and it's quite a bit up there. But you fall through another cloud though, and now you're looking down at the city, and you see like lights and swirling of activities, and then you see there's this big ball of energy around the capital, and you see tentacles that are shooting off of this. One goes over to the to Technogate command, kind of shoots down over there. One goes up into the city. Actually, multiple kind of go up into the city. There's ones that kind of go off into like different areas of the city as well, and then you're just like twisting and turning, and then you see like like a jet of it shoot up into the stage, and then you see that Nexus crawler grab onto it, and start sucking the energy from it, and then it as soon as the Nexus crawler is destroyed, it retracts back into this big ball of energy around the capital, and then that dissipates as well.
What the fuck?
Are we still falling?
You guys are now actually back in um, the Orpheum. In reality, actually, you didn't even take the Stargate back.
Yeah.
Just to add a little extra what the fuck.
Also, everybody gain a point of arret if you wish. You will
Absolutely.
now justify. That is a little bit of a questing paradox realm slash other thing that happened to you. Lots of things happened to you right then and there. So you can also
We still got to pay for that, right?
you still have to pay for it. Phaedra would be very pissed off if I just gave out free. Here's a whole bunch of experience points that.
Well, we don't know what she was doing. She might have gained a dot in a ret too.
That's true. That's true.
Wink,
I'm
wink.
gonna make you pay for it though at this point in time, just because I know you guys have a shit ton of experience saved up. I also am going to give you though 5 experience for this this game because I feel like this was really 2 chapters that we did with the little paradox realm. So that's a good chunk of the experience you need for that.
And how much is it for
An Arete,
a second dot in a ret?
let's see here. Arete is 8 times the current rating, which is what you're trying to
So
buy.
16, so I'll have 17 left over.
Yep.
Cool.
I missed all the numbers as you said them.
So it's 8 times what you're buying. So if you're buying 3, it'll be 20.
24.
Well, then I have 6. Let's get down to 6. Damn. That's good though. A rep 3. Ooh, that feels good.
Yeah. You're like, I
feel like I earned it too.
Yeah. Yeah, no, I was so just wondering how long do you think it would have taken before you guys would have just jumped out? I was
getting pretty close. If he had come in, that was my next move.
It's just like one of these times these guys are gonna just go, you know what, just go outside. They were very close in the beginning, but I figured if I put like even more scary ass shit that there's no reason why to even go outside. Like, let's go find another place. I was just wondering if, I was just gonna keep on making it more terrifying as it went along until you guys were like, oh right, let's do it, fine. Fuck it, we're gonna die.
Yeah, it was basically that was my next move if he hadn't been transported in next to me.
I'm strangely glad that happened.
Yeah.
It worked out.
I love botches. And hopefully I gave you guys a little bit of something there that you
I was
might be able to
immediately
do,
confused. I botched and then lost paradox.
So that is a mechanic. There's it's called backlash. Basically, it's like when you've built up too much paradox. That happens. Now it's supposed to happen when you have a little bit more than what you have, but I kind of wanted to have like a special sequence of stuff happening. It can give you aggravated damage or be even worse and do other other stuff like curse you or milk curdles whenever you get near it for a month. Depends on what the paradox is and stuff like that, or if there is a connection to something. But sometimes it's random. Whatever the fuck, just reality feels like just fucking with you. Like every time you get near a toaster, it like goes off or explodes. Something like that. Stupid ass shit.
Every time you drive past the street light, it goes off.
Right. Turns to red and doesn't go back. But yeah, so you guys are able to go back and report back, I'm guessing. Is there something else that you guys wanted to do?
No, I would love to see the medical team.
Yeah, let's go get healed. And I feel that's a good place to leave it.
Yeah, so you guys go back, report, they let you know that, everything's back to normal, And you guys did a great job. Success. And do you report about the thing that happened to you?
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah.
And
I
then
don't see why not.
what do you report about the ball of energy around the capital?
I think we would talk about it first, but I'm fine with putting that in there.
Yeah, I'm basically chalking it up to I saw a bunch of weird shit in a moment of panic while falling from the sky. I can't necessarily say any of it was real, but it sure seemed real.
But you give a pretty detailed report of
Yeah,
what you saw.
yeah.
All right. Awesome. Cool. That's good to know. I will add that to the file of important information. Thank you so much. You have gone above and beyond, and we thank you very much for the intel you gave us about this fall that you had from the sky. Very interesting stuff.
Just glad we made it back, sir.
All right. So yeah, you guys are kind of freed up to go, do whatever you want moving forward here. But and I think we're gonna wrap it on up here since we just hit the 10 o'clock mark here. Um, so I'm gonna say my goodbye here, but I'll let you guys say yours before we jump out. So I'll let you guys go first.
Yeah, have a good night, everybody.